on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hooker to throw right away. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
19 right. 3. 18, pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
Oh, why the fuck was he wide open?
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Ready. Right, 97. Set.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And you look at this Saints defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Young's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Metcalf with the first down, still without a doubt, one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. A 1,000-yard season for him and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Now Young going to move him around.
Ready.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Check, strike. Ready.
They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Hooker. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Hooker. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Like what I see so far into this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. On play action, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here is Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Right. Ready.
Going for it with Sanders. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ready, break. Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a bootleg with Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Powering his way forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And Shaheed going to go in motion. 1st down throw here. It's Hooker. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. 37 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Green jack. Black shot. Pause red. Ready.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Six. Metal. Blue. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Young now. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. To throw, Young. And Shark calls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Drill green.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Off the play fake, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Drill 52 on the ball. Ready.
Now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
It'll be Young again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about
I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make
that is a fucking lineman. No way.
The defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now the Saints' 3rd-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Hooker on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd and a couple.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
18 Rattler! Riggs! Trap 50, 7 Pirates! Go!
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. Little short pass here to Hill. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That throw by Young incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
38. Red cycle. Ready?
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green jack. Black shot.
Here's Young from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 161 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
560.
Young off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to perhaps salt this one away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And they take a knee.
Let's go now.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing